What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be talking again for one of the last times about these cards right here. We're going to be ranking them from worst to, not from worst to best. We're going to be ranking them from easiest. We're going to be ranking them from easiest to most difficult. Ranking them from worst to best, it goes, honestly, like, probably Westbrook. I'll go Westbrook, Nash, Iverson, and CP3 are the four worst. And whatever order you want to put them in. And then probably dejounte, Ingram, Halliburton, Mitchell, Kemp, Bam, Mullin, Barrett, Ewing, Bull. That would probably be my list, but if we're going worst to best, but that's not what we're doing in this video. So we're going to be going from easiest to most difficult to get. Because again, I know most of you guys have started these challenges, but not all of you guys have. And a lot of you guys, again, when it comes to these challenges, just literally wait till others do them, so that you guys can see. Because I know what happened with Gauntlets last year. And they're here for the year, so I know a lot of new players are going to be seeing these challenges and trying to find out ways to pick up free Dark Matters or Galaxy Opals. So, the easiest one is a weird one. The easiest one is, in fact, Patrick Ewing. The challenge for Patrick Ewing is score 15 times in the post. You don't need to win. You literally need to score 15 post baskets. Game ends. All you have to do is get a center that is even mediocre, because you come up against Golden Nazi Muhammad and drop step them or post spin them. As long as you don't start shooting outside the paint post fadeaways and think they're post moves. This is the easiest one to get. You don't even need to win the game. And you're coming up against Golden Nazi Muhammad. I did it in a quarter. I did it in a quarter. There's almost no chance of losing this if you know how to do a post move. There's no chance of doing this. And again, there are plenty of tutorials without not doing the tutorial. But if you can do a post move, this is in fact the easiest card to get is Ewing. I'm surprised that it is Ewing, but it is Ewing. Next, Steve Nash. Steve Nash, not a great card. And the funny thing is, Ewing is the easiest and the second best of all these cards. So just get Ewing no matter what. Steve Nash is okay. His release is really good. His size up is good. Problem is he can't dunk, and he's not the greatest defender in the world. But Nash is surprisingly not as bad as I thought he was going to be. His hero card looks a lot better than last year, not going to lie. But basically with Nash, he's just a... His challenge is literally just win. Use 13 original owner players. The only way that that's difficult is if you started the game like straight away. And even still, you could beat this Steve Nash challenge. It's on all-star difficulty. It's not that difficult with your starter pack squads. And then maybe if you really are kind of struggling with Nash, complete one of these easy ones. Heck, you could complete Westbrook, which is one of and again, you could argue is easier than Nash. Win by 20 points on pro. You complete Westbrook in your very first game with freaking golds. And Emerald Trae Young, a lot of people could beat Westbrook. And you can then use, win by 20 is tough with that. Either way, all you need is just one competent player that's an original owner card, and Steve Nash challenge is easy. You do need a competent player though, because it is on all-star difficulty, especially if you're starting out the game. But it is, you literally have to win the game. So I can't say it's difficult, because if you have anybody, it's not even like anyone good, you just need to have anybody. Heck, that damn Zion card could probably win you this challenge. Zion is quick, doesn't he? Yeah, Zion is quick. Zion can win you this challenge by himself, and he's free. Then we got Westbrook. Westbrook is a pro difficulty challenge, which is an extremely easy difficulty to score on. The CPU still don't miss, but it is an extremely easy difficult to score every single time on. You're not going to really miss a shot. You're going to consistently hit like 30% contested shots. And yeah, Westbrook, you need to win by 20, which is not too bad, but like I won by 70. So it's really not bad at all. After Westbrook, we got Chris Mullin. And now, like, you look in here, we got like two of my top 4 cards. Obviously 2 of my worst ones, but 2 of my top 4 are in the easiest. Chris Mullin makes 7 for 7 from 3. It's really not that difficult. All you have to do is first of all, if you have next gen and you just have Luka Doncic, you can just shoot with Luka Doncic. But this is how I do it. I run to the corner, call for a screen with my center, and then, or sorry, I have whoever's my shooting playing the center, call for a screen with your point guard, and then you come off the screen. Because of that, Tim Hardaway Jr. gets switched onto you, who can't get a contest, and you just shoot the ball. And it goes in almost every time because you're going to get wide opens, and you don't miss wide opens in this game. I got my first try, I got 6 of 7 and tried to shoot a spin jumper with takeover to win because I was on stream just trolling. And the second time I got it with ease. Like, this is one of the easiest challenges to get. And Mullin might, like, you could make the argument Mullin's the best player in this entire set. You could make that argument. I don't think I would, but you can't make it. So then we got Bam Adebayo. Bam's challenge: 3 point guards with 1 block. So if you've been keeping up to date with the playoff challenges, you've got the likes of Dinwiddie. Like, Dinwiddie is a really good player. So you've got Dinwiddie, you've got and there's a lot of the other guys like the 6'7", like dynamic ratings Luka if you have him. 6'6" Lonzo Ball, Emerald if you were keeping up last season. Or even Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday got my block. All you have to do is chase down Yao's right hand. All you do is bait. And winning a game of TTO against Mirasan is not difficult. You just run around him. Or you do the corner 3-point method, and they just can't keep up to you. You're wide open for 3 every time. The guys are just too slow. And also, Mirasan is programmed to shoot the ball every single time. For some reason, I just need to check Mirasan. What is his 3-point tendency? Because he will chuck. He will chuck. Yeah, they give him a 55 shot 3-point tendency. It's over 50, which means he's wide open, so he'll shoot. Mirasan will shoot every time. So leave Mirasan wide open and they will miss. The CP won't score. So all it is getting the block. And literally all you have to do is play behind Yao Ming, wait for him to take what is going to be a right-hand layup or right-hand dunk, and a press triangle behind him on his right-hand side so that you get it on the cockback. You get the block on the cockback. That's basically it. Just get a fluke block animation, and you get a really good card in Bam Adebayo. Next we got Kemp. Kemp is make 11 dunks, and this challenge would be a lot higher. Like, I got a first try, just abused Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin's got like terrible. What's Blake Griffin's lateral? Like, Blake is terrible on defense. It's this card here. Dude's got 60 perimeter defense, a 78 lateral quickness with a 77 blocks. Abuse him. Like, I know he does have like gold rim protector, but like, he will not block a shot. Just snatch back, burst by. You can abuse him. And also the fact you can prolong the game. You can make the game go 22-21, 23-22, 24-23. You can just make it go like that until eventually, like, you can force the game to go like that until eventually you get your 11th dunk. Like, I think you could maybe argue that Kemp should be easier, but for a lot of people are struggling on Kemp, so I'm going to put Kemp in here. Now we're at the halfway point here. We got Allen Iverson. So Allen Iverson, like, I'm taking into account time taken as well as difficulty. Like, are you more likely to fail the other challenges before Allen Iverson? Yes. Of course you are. You are a lot more likely to fail the other challenges. Or some of the other challenges. The thing with Iverson is, though, it's the no turnovers challenge. Or sorry, no assist challenge. If you accidentally assist, or like there are situations where you might like throw the ball and someone off an inbounds, dribble, dunk, and it'll register as an assist. So you could be screwed. You could be not watching and chuck a half-court shot at the end of the quarter, and it goes in. And because you caught it off an inbound, it's an assist. You just got to be really careful with that. The Iverson challenge is super easy, but I failed it 3 times just from doing dumb things. I failed one with like 17 seconds to go. I literally was celebrating beating the challenge, and without thinking, I passed the ball to somebody and shot. Like, mad. RJ Barrett is next. So RJ Barrett and Brandon Ingram, I put them on the same level. These are equally as easy as Steve Nash. They're literally the Steve Nash challenge, but by 15. So I can't put them higher than this because they are incredibly easy, but I can't put them lower than this because they're a 15-hour grind each. Sorry, they're a 7.5-hour grind each. You need to win 15 games for each of these. So I cannot, in good faith, put them lower than in the bottom half of how easy to get, but I also can't put them at number 1 because they are super easy. Yeah, you need 10 players from certain teams. You need 10 players from from all 30 NBA teams. But like, it's easy. It's really easy. The only issue is that these hero players don't count as being on a team, which is really, really annoying. Then we get Tyrese Halliburton. This would be one of the easier challenges. Score 100 points and play on pro difficulty. If it's not easy for you starting off, because not everyone has like a Richard Jefferson or a good player to score the 100 points with, and players just get injured so fast. Like the amount of time players get injured. My tip for this is always play the player 5 minutes, call a timeout, sub them out, give them 3 minutes rest at every quarter. Play them 20 minutes with a 3-minute rest and a timeout, and they should be okay. It worked for me. I can't say it'll work for everybody. It worked for me. I can't promise it, but it worked for me. Then we have CP3, no turnovers. Now this one is one that I got on my second try. I didn't find it too bad. I literally completed it the exact same way as I completed the no assist. You just gotta be more careful, because if you take a bad angle to the basket, you can get bumped. If you take too long on a shot clock, because like I failed it once, because in the fourth quarter I took too long on a shot clock and I got blocked going to the basket, and it registered as a shot clock violation because my own player rebounded. If you get blocked, it's fine, but if you get blocked and your own player rebounds and ends up being a shot clock, you're screwed. So yeah, that's kind of what happened to me. So just make sure you shoot early in the clock, you don't get bumped, and you just get shots. It's not easy. You're not going to lose this game. Trust me, you're not going to lose this game. It's just whether or not you commit a turnover. That's the problem. Number 3, Manute Ball. Beat Heroes of Sapphires. This is one where I actually played it again last night on another account. Just the thing, I'm like, did I just find this too easy? Because or did I just fluke it, or did I find it too easy? No, I won by 30. I won by 30 next time I played the game. No, the Manute Ball challenge it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. But you got to be good at the game. Like I was saying, I won by 30, but I was greening every single shot with Miles Turner's 83 ball and bum release. I was greening every shot with Alperen Şengün's 83 ball. Like, if you couldn't green consistently, and that's the thing with my method, you've got to be able to green consistently. If you got to be able to green with everybody on the floor and use all shooters for my method. And I can do that, but I know not everyone will be able to, especially new players, so we got to put Manute Ball up near the top. Then Donovan Mitchell, the no fouls challenge. Yeah, if you got the sauce, this isn't too bad. But this is hell if you're just trying to play this game normally. Flop at the free throw line. Do not, if you flop at the halfway line, Chris Paul will run to the basket, or Harden will run to the basket. You have to flop basket side of them. When they're in a position to shoot. If you flop the free throw line, they'll shoot a 3-pointer every possession. They're going to make 3-pointer every possession, but again, you should be able to score 3 points on 95% of the possessions, because the corners will drop every single time. If not, you're getting a 2. So yeah, I just found this one quite easy in the end. You just gotta be focused again. If you switch off and foul, if you switch off and don't flop, if you see him going to the basket and accidentally press triangle, you could be screwed. But yeah, he's definitely a second hardest challenge. And the most difficult challenge is DeJounte Murray's no 3-pointers for the Warriors. Like, this would not be a difficult challenge if it was anyone other than the Golden State Warriors, because the Golden State Warriors are programmed to shoot a 3 every possession. They're programmed to shoot a 3 every possession. If Steph Curry is programmed, he is like a 100, as close to 100 3-point tendency to get. They only run 3-point plays. You got to hack. A lot of people are like, oh, I didn't hack and I beat the challenge. Yeah, you did, but you got to be safe. There are so many horror stories of Iguodala hitting a 3-pointer on them in the last quarter. Anytime any of them looks like they start moving to run these off-ball screens, you can't guard. They run 3 off-ball screens at the same time. Sorry, 2 off-ball screens at the same time on each side of the floor. You can't physically guard both of them. As soon as you see them set up, hack. Be safe. Be safe. If you let them run their play, it's inevitable. They're eventually going to score. But yeah, that's pretty much it, though. That is it. So we got post scoring at 14. 13, we got win on All-Star. 12, we got win by 20 on pro. 11, we got make 7 threes in a row. 10, we got 1 block and a win with a point guard. 9, we have got 11 dunks in a TTO game. 8, we've got no assists. 7 and 6, we have got just a 15 game domination grind. 5, we have got score 100 with a player. 4, we have got no turnovers. 3, we have got beat heroes with sapphires. 2, we have got no fouls. And 1, we've got no threes to Warriors. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.